In this Palworld video, I bring you the very best pals to butcher so you can reap their rewards. Let's go. How's it going, guys? My name is DPJ, and if you do enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps out, and if you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. So I made a video a little like this over a year ago now. A lot of you guys found it very helpful, so I'm back with an updated version. So in this video, I bring you 20 plus of the best pals to indeed butcher using the PAL disassembly conveyor. Yeah, I know it's brutal, but it can save you tons of time in regards to getting vital materials and items. What I'd also say is, this obviously takes into account that you need to breed or catch tons of said covered pals today. Breeding though will require a ton of cakes, which I have made an amazing cake making factory base you can follow and get unlimited cakes. I'll link that video in the video description. Okay, so let's first get into this. Let's talk about ways to speed up the breeding process. The faster you can indeed breed and hatch those eggs, the quicker you can indeed butcher them and get their rewards. Okay, so if the parents you are using to breed have the philanthropist passive on them, it speeds up the breeding process. If one parent has it on, it will breed it up, but if both have it on, it's even better. Another great passive to have on both parents is either Nocturnal or Vampiric. These on those non-dark pals will allow them to skip the need to sleep and continue on breeding all night long. So yes, Nocturnal or Vampiric, one of either of these on both parents would be perfect for you. Also, using the power of Braloha, if you have this power roaming around your base, its partnering skill will also help the speed of that breeding of every said mating couple in your base. If you fully condense into one of these Bralohas, you can actually speed up breeding by, I'm hearing, 50%, which is staggering. Also guys, using the brutal setting on your monitoring stand will also speed up that breeding and have no negative effect if used only in a breeding base. So if you've got a breeding base dedicated to breeding alone, put it on that brutal setting and it will speed up breeding also. Okay, so let's start with the pals you should be looking to breed to get those rewards. So we'll start with pals that give you those pal souls. These are used at the statue of power to upgrade pal stats, basically HP, attack, defense and work speed. These pal souls can be small, medium, large and giant, and there are a few ways for you to acquire these. First, with the pals you can indeed breed. To get those smaller pal souls, you can indeed breed Nox. If you breed Nox, hatch this bad boy, slay them at the the pal disassembly conveyor, you have a 40% chance to drop those small pal souls. Now if you don't have a Nox, you can easily go out and catch a mason pair of these, or you can breed together a Rushhole and a Fuddler. These will give you a Nox, a baby. For medium pal souls, there are a couple of options here. We have Bushy Noct. Slaying Bushy Noct will give you medium pal souls, flame organs as well as ingots, so not a bad shout here. To actually, if you don't have a Bushy Noct, you can go out and get these at night time within the Securigym Island. Or if you have a Bushy, standard Bushy, if you breed this with a Soothsayer, you'll get a Bushy Noct, a baby. Another great pal to breed to get those medium pal souls is indeed Wixen Noct, but Wixen Noct you need 2 Wixen Nocts to breed together to get a Wixen Noct baby, so you are limited there in regards to parents, but go out at night, catch those Wixen Nocts and get yourself some medium pal souls. Now also another great pal to indeed mass breed and butcher is Soothsayer, one of my favourite pals in the game. Now Soothsayer will drop you not only medium pal souls and bones, but also give you that oil, which is another great material within the game. So you can actually breed a Soothsayer by obviously breeding 2 Soothsayers together, or if you have a Unival or a Sweeper, both easy pals to get, breeding these 2 together guys will give you that Soothsayer. Okay, so what about those large pal souls? Well, in my opinion, the very best way to get these is indeed mass breeding those Anubises and butchering these. These will not only give you those large pal souls, but will also give you guys the innovative technical manuals. These are used to obtain technology points, so not bad at all. So you can easily get Anubis as well, guys, by breeding together Digtois and Relaxaurus, two very easy pals to indeed get. Now the thing about those large power souls, they can be used, and they're the only way for you to actually get the giant power souls. You need to use these large power souls within your crushers to make those giant power souls, again, which remains the only way right now in the game to obtain these. But then, guys, once you have those giant power souls, these you can use to convert down into medium and small power souls. So realistically, if you just stick to breeding tons and tons of Anubises and slaying them, you can get tons and tons of every power soul, really, in reality. So probably something to think about there. A base full of breeding Anubises to get all those power souls, it wouldn't take you long either. Okay, so we will move on from power souls and talk about other powers you can breed together and butcher to get some amazing items. So we're going to first start with Mimog. So Mimog, if you mass breed and mass butcher, will give you tons and tons of gold, but you'll also get those XL training manuals. These are used to level up your pals via giving them XP. So yeah, the only thing about Mimog is you can only get Mimog by breeding two Mimogs together. So yeah, you gotta have a mating pair of these initially. Okay, so another great power to actually mass breed and butcher is Silvergist. Now Silvergist is a power that if you mass breed and butcher will give you that Chromite. So yes, Chromite is one of the rarer materials in the game. A bit of a pain in the arse to indeed farm because there are no mining sites for Chromite in the game right now, which I do expect in the future, but right now it's one of the rare materials in the game. So mass breeding and butchering Silvergist will give you those Chromite drops. Now you can get a Silvergist by breeding together Phalaris and Suzaku. So yeah, there's an easy way to get this pal. So another pal you can actually mass breed and butcher and get some great items from is a Lylene. So Lylene will give you those low grade medical supplies, which will help your pals that are suffering with sprains, etc within your base. So if you have a medicine cabinet set up in your base, put these low grade medical supplies in said medical cabinet. Your pals will come here when they are injured. Now it won't cure everything, but it does cure certain things. So yeah, but also Lylene will give you those innovative technical manuals used to obtain, again, technical points. So yeah, not bad at all. Now you can get a Lylene quite easily by breeding together Petelia as well as Masanda. Okay, so we're going to move on to Neptilius. So Neptilius is a new legendary power in the game. You can only get this dude by breeding two Neptiliuses together, so yeah, keep that in mind. But if you do mass breed this pal and butcher him, you'll get pure quartz, polymer and carbon fiber, which is exactly the same as what you get by breeding another dragon in Jetragon. If you mass breed and butcher Jetragon, you get again carbon fiber, polymer and pure quartz. So if these are materials that you indeed need, you can indeed use this method in getting these. Again, Jetragon is another legendary pal. You can only get a Jetragon by breeding two Jetragons together. Okay, so another amazing pal to indeed mass breed and butcher is Dazzy. So Dazzy, upon you mass breeding and butchering, will give you Thunderclouds as well as electric organs. These are two of the main ingredients used to craft them Homewood Thunderclouds. These are used to teleport you back to your nearest base from anywhere on the map outside of dungeons. These are great for people who don't plan their own custom world, so they can't adjust their own settings. But if you mass farm things outside of your base and you're going to quickly teleport because you're over encumbered back to your nearest base, these can be used for that. So yes, mass breeding Dazzy and butchering her will give you what you need here. They can easily get a Dazzy via breeding a Sui and Rushor. So yeah, two easy pals you can catch, breed together, get a mating pair of Dazzys if you don't have them already, and do what you gotta do here. Okay, so another great pair of pals you can indeed breed are Weyalaska and Weyalaska Ignis. So Weyalaska will give you Coralum ore, which is probably the rarest material in the game, power fluids and ice organs. So yes, if you need that Coralum ore, set up a breeding base, mass breed Weyalaskas and get that Coralum ore, make those Coralum ingots. Now the easiest parents I could find to breed together to get a Waylasker if you don't want to go out and capture these is Nightwing and King Packer. Two quite easy pals you can find. Well, King Packer is at one certain spot on the map, what an easy catch, and Nightwing is found in numerous spots, so yes, get these, breed them together and get yourself a Waylasker. So Waylasker Ignis will give you that Coralum ore, power fluids and flame organs, but you do get slightly more Coralum ore from mass breeding and butchering Waylasker Ignis, so yeah, keep that in mind. Now to get a Waylasker Ignis, if you don't capture it, you need to breed together a Chiller Ignis and Waylasker. They're the only two different parents you can breed together to get a Waylasker Ignis, so yes, keep that in mind. But if you need that Coralum ore, people, this is a great way to get it. Okay, so we're going to move on now to Shadowbeak. So Shadowbeak, guys, if you mass breed and butcher, will give you Palmetal, carbon fiber and those innovative technical manuals, again used to obtain those technical points. Shadowbeak can actually be bred via breeding together Kitson as well as the Astigan. This will give you a Shadowbeak baby. Get yourself a mating pair if you need that Palmetal, carbon fiber or those technical manuals. This is a great way in doing that. Okay, so those are the pals you can indeed butcher to get some of the best items in the game. But people, did you know that there are pals in the game that also give you those legendary schematics, the rarest items in the entire game? But there's actually a catch to this. From the research I have done myself, tried and tested, the legendary schematics can only drop from you butchering those alpha babies. So if you hatch a egg and it has this symbol right next to it, that means it's an alpha. If you butcher these, there's a chance you can get their legendary schematics from the pals you're now going to cover. So remember guys, alpha pals only, whether you capture them as an alpha pal or if you butcher the babies as alpha pals. So first up we have King Packer. Butchering alpha King Packer babies will give you a chance of getting a legendary old bow schematic. Okay, so the alpha baby of Bushy, butchering this will give you a chance of getting a legendary schematic of the Crossbow. So the alpha baby of Blazemut, butchering this pal has a chance of dropping you the legendary schematic for the assault rifle. So Suzaku, the alpha baby, butchering this will give you a chance of getting the legendary schematic of the pump action shotgun. So Beacon, if you have alpha babies of this bird, if you butcher you have a chance of getting the legendary schematic of the handgun. So Jet Dragon, if you have butcher alpha Jet Dragon babies, there's a chance you'll get the rocket launcher legendary schematic. Quivern, alpha babies, butcher these, you have a chance of getting the Musket legendary schematic. Violet or Violet, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but alpha babies are this pal. Butcher them guys, you have a chance of getting the double-barreled shotgun legendary schematic. Verdash, legendary babies, well alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the single shot rifle legendary schematic. Okay, so Fengloop, alpha babies, butcher these guys, you have a chance of getting a makeshift handgun legendary schematic. Frost Stallion Knocked, alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the laser rifle legendary schematic. Azurmane, alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the legendary schematic for the advanced bow. Neptilius, again, alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the charge rifle legendary schematic. So they're just weapons, there's also armors here you can get. So Penking, alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the feathered hairband legendary schematic. Warsect, alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the legendary schematic of the metal helm. Menacing, alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the refined metal helm legendary schematic. Frost Stallion, alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the Palmetal helm legendary schematic. Chillit, alpha babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the cloth outfit legendary schematic. Azure Robe, butcher those alpha babies, there's a chance you'll get the Pelt armor legendary schematic. Elizabeth, alpha babies, butcher these, there's your chance you'll get the metal armor legendary schematic. Astagon, Alpha Babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the heat resistant refined metal armor legendary schematic. Lightly Knocked, Alpha Babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the cold resistant refined armor legendary schematic. Necromus, Alpha Babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the heat resistant Palmetal armor legendary schematic. Palladius, Alpha Babies, butcher these, there's a chance you'll get the cold resistant Palmetal armor legendary schematic. Okay, so there are 4 other legendary schematics you can indeed get, but these don't come from you butchering those babies. They come from a boss fight, a raid boss fight, and that is from Moonlord. And you can't actually capture this dude or hatch any eggs or anything like that matter. But if you beat this dude, there's a chance you'll get the Terraprisma, the Vortex Beta, the Nightglow, and the Terra Blade. So just 4 more legendary weapon schematics you can indeed get from one boss fight. But there we have it, guys, for in my opinion the 20+ best pals to butcher for the best rewards. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like really helps out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and hopefully guys, I will see you on that next one.